Hello, my name is Vivon Valentine, and today we are talking about resin safety. Before starting any sort of resin work, you need to speak to your doctor to see if resin is right for you. It's silly to say, but yeah, it is, because there's certain people who are very sensitive to resin, and working with resin is extremely dangerous and creates toxic fumes. There are many resources that you can look into for resin safety. For me, I just simply Googled it, looked it up, took my time to make sure that it was right for me, but that's not the case for everyone, because everyone has a very specific sensitivity to things such as resin. Resin work is very toxic. It can cause skin irritation for certain people. It is very poisonous, and all of the precaution in the world should be taken when using resin. It is not something to wear open-toed shoes around, or to just do while there's a wasp flying at you. I know that one from personal experience. It is something that you need to do in a well-ventilated area to make sure that you are doing it safely. And working on days that are both not rainy, not too hot, because resin is very flammable. In order to be fully safe, what you're going to need is nitrile gloves, a respirator of some sort, whether it's a full face respirator or a half face respirator. If you're using a half-face respirator, make sure that you are also wearing goggles to protect your eyes, as you do not want this stuff in your eyes, believe me. And clothing that's going to be able to cover all of your limbs, any exposed skin whatsoever. Hair ties if you have longer hair, so you can put your hair back, as you do not want to get this stuff in your hair. Nitrile gloves can be used several ways, but they do have a tendency, even though it's the best thing to wear when you are working with resin, as latex ones will melt and other ones will just simply melt, and is chemically the best one to be wearing. They do have an issue with bursting. Certain people say that wearing 2 gloves will help that, and I've taken that advice and it has helped me. But I am concerned about the issue of friction between two textures like that, and breakage. So again, like I said before, make sure that even using resin at all is right for you, because there are issues where a glove could break, or you wear 2 gloves and it could break due to friction. So it could possibly get on your hands, but if it does, make sure you have something such as like a Goo Gone kind of that you have soap and water is a good one, but also, I personally use this orange liquid stuff that helps me out, and I use it for whenever I use resin, and it keeps me safe and exfoliates my hands, and gets the stuff right off, as opposed to water, which will make it just stick to your hands. Just plain water will make it stick to your hands. And whatever you do, do not pour rubbing alcohol just straight up on your hands. That has been told before. And it works. It gets the stuff off your hands, but it also dries out your skin. And just be safe whenever you are working with any kind of resin whatsoever. Above all else, do your research. Make sure that you are fully aware of the safety practices of using resin. I am not the end-all, be-all guide for resin making. I have given some tips, but there are definitely other very more knowledgeable people out there. But make sure to have fun and to be safe and create beautiful, wonderful things